Cheers, Palmon family! It's your princess. This is the ultimate free-to-play guide for Palmon survival, and it's full of tips and tricks you might not know yet. In this video, I will explain you everything you need to know, how to best use your Pallite and AP, what to prioritize in the different shops, what to focus on when starting out, and much more. I will help you quickly grow your account and gain power 100% free-to-play. Stay tuned! Welcome to my free-to-play guide for Palmon survival, and if you're interested in more content, please subscribe to the channel and drop a like on the video. I played so many city building mobile games in the last few years, and I can tell you the two most important things when you start playing these games as a free-to-play player is the first thing it comes to when you start this game, you have to be active, because when you are not spending on a mobile game, you have kind of compensate the process that other spenders make in that game, and that you can do with a lot of activity. And I feel like Palmon Survival is a game which gives the free-to-play players so many opportunities to get some free stuff and events. There is so much going on, and the second most important thing is that you prioritize the right things, that you focus what is needed to focus at the beginning, and you don't waste all your stuff on different places and then later you want to regret it. That's why we go today through a lot of tips and tricks, what you need to know, that you avoid mistakes and gain your power as fast as possible as a free-to-play player. You can also use the timestamps in the video if you are looking out for some specific tips over here. The first is the AP. The AP is the main important currency here in Palmon Survival. In other games it's named CP or stamina. So this is what you get every day, and you can claim 50 AP for free every day, and you want to make sure that you always use your AP and never let it full, because you get a lot of free extra rewards out of it. So where do you want to use that AP? Where is the smartest way to use it? So the first thing where you can use it is here in the skull perch, because here you can get higher levels the more of that kind of tasks you do over here. So it is depend on what task you're doing. You can get some Palmons. You can also give a quick aid to all your guild members that give you some extra reward stuff as well. And in my opinion, it is a priority that you keep an eye on that you level it up, because you see you get more quests, you get higher level quests, and that is very important in that game. The next AP use I would recommend you is, you see here on the search function, you can either solo defend a bullymon, or you can rally these bully bosses. And I will tell you why I recommend you the bully bosses. They cost a little bit more AP, and it is that you, for example, we can now go for that, you have to set a rally, then your other guild members can join. And I made a little bit here that you see compared the rewards for both of them. A bullymon, you see over here, level 16, gave you this reward, but when you rally a bully boss together with your guild members, you get much more rewards out of that. It is the double amount of AP, but it is more than the double amount of rewards. So I would always recommend you rally bully bosses together with your alliance members. And you will also see here in the guild gifts, you get some extra gifts to claim for your whole guild members if you rally these bully bosses. So this is where I would spend my AP, and make sure that it never be full. You will always use it. That is the best way to gain power fast. The most rare item in Palmon Survival are the Pallites, and you can see them in the top right corner. I have 16k right now. In other games they are called gems, but these Pallites are really hard to obtain in the game, and that's why it's so important that you don't waste them on useless stuff. The best use for your Pallites is for the VIP level and in the VIP shop. The VIP level, you can claim daily a gift and reach higher VIP levels, and you can spend your Pallites over here. So for example, let's just click it and you see the number goes up and you can faster reach a higher VIP level. So let's take a look which are the important VIP levels. The first important VIP level to max your building upgrade speed to 50%, that is the maximum you can get in the game right now, is on VIP 9. Keep that number in mind because building upgrade speed is super important in the early game. You want to aim for VIP 9 as fast as possible. The maximum research tech speed you can get on VIP level 12. It's a plus 20% and that's the maximum in the game. Another important thing are the daily gifts you can claim. My VIP 6, I can claim daily 2 SSR Palmon token. On VIP 10, it changes that you can get a UR Palmon token. It is a universal token you can use on any UR Palmon, and the UR Palmon are the strongest in the game. So this is very valuable if you can claim that gift daily. On VIP 12, it increases to 2 UR Palmon token, and on VIP 14, it is 3 UR Palmon token. And I have here a little summary about the important VIP levels. If you want to screenshot it, that you don't forget which are the important levels. Another good place to invest your Pallites is the VIP shop. Here you can buy some rare items, and that is the second way to use your Pallite in the game for getting some good value. I would not recommend use your Pallite on the hatchery. The hatchery is the place where you can use Palmon eggs or Pallite to hatch new Palmon. And for sure it is important to get as much new Palmon as possible, but you get plenty of egg when you do some bully bosses or other activities. I would really not recommend 10 spins is 5k Pallite, and that is not worth it. Another special tip for the Pallite is the Pallite investor, where you can spend your Pallite and you get your Pallite completely back plus a little extra. The basic supply, I already got this one. It was 1k Pallite, and over 7 days you get completely your 1k Pallite back and additional some resources and speeds. This exchange event is a must do as soon as possible as you have enough Pallites to go for it. When it comes to buildings and which one you should prioritize at the beginning, I would recommend you watch my starter guide for Palmon Survival. I will also link it in the info card, and there I already said your priority number 1 is your camp. You should always try get your camp to the next level and do the requirements for the next camp levels. I have an overview over here which requirements are needed for each camp level if you want to screenshot them. And there are some other important buildings you should focus at the start. There is the field lab, so the higher the level of the field lab is, the higher your tech research speed bonus is. That saves you a lot of research speed, so I would always get your field lab to the next level. It is also important to know that you can make your Palmon beds when you reach level 10 with them, double decker bed, and then you have no more sleep problems for your Palmon. And what is very important is the Amigo hut. The moment you reach Amigo hut level 18, you unlock the level 4 Amigo troop. Level 18 Amigo hut is the goal for the beginning, that you can do very well in different PvE and PvP events. Additionally, you want to make sure that your resource output in your camp is in a good spot, because you can get some free resources like gold from the shop, you can get some lumber, steel, electricity, etc. And that helps you to gain power fast. There is the stable building I want to mention, because here you can spend your mount feed and we can upgrade the different levels, and you already see that is an overall Palmon attack, defense and Palmon HP bonus. And that is so valuable and helps you a lot when you are doing PvE or PvPs. In the early game, it is very important that you prioritize the right technology, and I would really recommend you go for the development tech tree on the top left first, because when you start playing Palmon Survival, you want to have as much as possible buffs for your building and your research. And you see here I have that already, everything maxed. You get a resource cost reduction, you get a building upgrade speed, you get a tech research speed bonus. I always did the minimum requirements chance to reach the next level, and healing speed or training speed is something you can catch up later, but early game it is super important that you do everything which helps you to get your buildings up faster and your research up faster. And what is also important, that in the development section you can unlock some different skills which will benefit you a lot when you can activate them. You will find that camp overs over here, and I have already all 4 unlocked in the development tree. Here is the streamlining, increases the output of all Palmon in your camp by 35% for 3 days. Make always sure that you activate all your camp orders immediately because they give you so much benefit. There are also many different shops in Palmon Survival, and that can be overwhelming, and especially at the beginning, if you don't know what to prioritize to buy in these different shops, you can make a lot of mistakes. That's why we go through that shops one by one. The first normal shop you can see over here, I would really not recommend to touch that. If you don't need any item very urgent, I would not go into that shop and buy something. In the VIP store, I already mentioned that earlier, I would spend my Pallites over here, and I would really focus on the UR Palmon tokens, also on the AP, because that is very valuable. Maybe you also go for some speeds, especially in the early game. You need a lot of speed ups that you can make some progress on your account. And when you reach VIP level 7, you get the legendary skill fruits. I would get them as well. The other items I would skip at the beginning, and especially here the epic skill fruits, etc. You get enough for free in the game. So if you focus that 4 items in the VIP shop, you should be fine. When we look at the guild shop, here you have to donate to your guild tag, then you get that guild points. Here I would also buy the UR Palmon tokens. I would also go for the mount shoe, and I would, when you need it, buy additional some speed ups you have over here. At the beginning, really the building and the research will be here the focus. In the prestige shop, you can spend the currency you get from the Palosseum when you do there the different battles. And what I would recommend over here, save your currency and spend them on equipment, because equipment is really hard to get in the game, and you want to focus on a good legendary equipment for your squad 1 of your Palmons, and everything you need that you can upgrade your legendary equipment and also the element energy. For the trial shop, you have to participate on the Trial of Crows. That is an event, and then you can get that currency and spend over here. An event which is very important because you can get a lot of good stuff over here. You can get the legendary trial chest, which is very valuable. You can get the evolution essence, can be used to evolve your Palmon. I would definitely get this one. Then the energy for water, fire, earth, and electric. And you can also go for the evolution energy chest over here. It gives you a random one after 4 elements. And I would skip really the skill fruit chests over here, only if you have some left over. This is stuff you can get easy from the game as well, also as the XP for your Palmon that you get by time and when you are very active in the game. My next tip is that when you join a guild in Palmon Survival, make sure when you click on the profile pic and you click on rankings, you can see here the different guild rankings. And from my experience in that kind of mobile game, it is always the best that you join the top 1 or top 2 ranked alliance over here, because you get the most free items and the most buffs and the most value out of it. Here in the guild, we have different guild tech. For example, here you can increase the number of times each queue can be aided. That is very valuable because that helps reduce your building research time, and that helps at the beginning a lot. Increases the time reduction of guild aid, and there is also a gather speed buff. There is also a camp gold output. The more active your guild is, the more people donate to the tag, and the higher the percentage is, and the faster your account can grow. Additional, you get here some guild gifts. You get the common guild gifts if your guild members are active and are defeating bully bosses, etc. Let's claim them. And you also get some rare gifts when your guild members purchases in the game. Medium guild gift, large guild gift, and that is some nice free extra stuff you don't want to miss out. And the more high powerful spenders you have in your guild, the more of that kind of gifts you can claim. And there are also these big gift chests over here. I extra saved them up that you can see. You get 100 Pallite, you get speeds, you get some resources, super valuable. So make sure you join a very active guild. And there are also a lot of events in the game. The rewards you get from it are based on your guild performance. So you want to make sure that you have a strong guild which is active on events and get you a lot of free rewards that help you to grow your account. I will definitely make a separate video out of all important events in the game, but the Idlelands is one which you should focus really on the early game, because the higher your level are, the higher other rewards you can claim over here. And it is very easy. You put your squad over here in a battle, you can click on battle, and then you make your setup from your squad. You click on battle, and then you can just click auto, and you see here on the right that it is still battling for me. It is auto battle as far as I can go in the levels. I extra saved some levels for you that you can watch it. It is also showing the process, how fast you are going, and you can do some other stuff in your camp, and the auto battling is still doing the work for you as far as your Palmon power takes you. The most important tip is probably that you don't waste too much stuff on too many different Palmons. I would really recommend you at the beginning that you focus on one squad of Palmon and you make them very powerful. And then there are also some additional Palmon which also buffs your resource output in your city. For example, here you have a higher gold output. This is also Palmons I would recommend to focus at the beginning. But the biggest mistake you can do is that you spend your XP, your skill fruits, and your universal token on different Palmons, and then at the end of the day you have a lot of mid-tier level Palmons but not really a strong squad. We will definitely make a separate video for the Palmon, which ones you should focus in early game, which one are powerful in PvE and PvE, and which one helps you to improve your resource outcome in your camp. But that would really make the video too long. Another tip is that you use the gift codes which Palmon Survival give us for free. For that you click on your profile and then you click onto settings, and here is a section gift code, and you can enter the current gift code which is announced in the official Discord of Palmon Survival. So make sure to join the official Discord server. Then we just click confirm over here, code redeemed, let's go, and you see here you get via mail 500 Pallite and some resources and some speeds. That is amazing. So always have an eye on the gift codes because they are just for free and helps us to grow faster. And who made it to the end of the video get the special princess trick. I get called in other games the min-max queen because I am a low spender and I am used to min-max everything and get out the best value of everything you do. So when I start that kind of mobile games, I always make an account first on a server and check out the game. If I like the game and how everything works, and when you play it 2 weeks or so, you have a good feeling for the game. And if you then start your main account, you can click here on the profile pic, you can click on settings, you can click on profile, and you can create a new profile on a new server. And I would always go for a new server which has freshly opened and then join in after I had kind of a test account on an earlier server. I have all the experience, I know which mistakes I should avoid at the beginning, and with all that knowledge I start with my main account on a new server. And it's also good to know that on the official Discord of Palmon Survival there is a recruitment channel, so you can join a project where a big number of players join a new server together. So at the beginning you profit a lot if you start with a big group and a big alliance in, because you get a lot of free guild gifts and a lot of free helps that makes you to progress your account faster. Thank you very much for everyone to watching here my video. Please let me know in the comments if you have some additional free-to-play tips and tricks, and drop a like on the video. See you very soon again with the next Palmon guide. Happy gaming and much love, your princess!